Hello, this is LaserBolt and welcome to today's video, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at what the brand new patch for Outriders comes with and what we can expect, as this time around, guys, we are getting a patch that actually made the game go offline for 30 minutes. So if you guys are probably playing Outriders or trying to get into it, you might go into it and not be available at the current moment because it's currently being patched. But if you are already in it, then you will have the brand new patch that comes our way. Today we're going to be talking about what changes we could expect and what the future of the next patch that's coming out very soon and all that good stuff. So all this sounds like something you're definitely interested in. A like would be greatly appreciated. And let's talk about the brand new patch in Outriders. As you guys may already know, the patch was supposed to be live on Tuesday, but today we actually get the patch coming in our way. The first thing you're going to notice is the improved and faster Xbox signing process. So I know a lot of people that were on the Xbox side of things were having a little bit of issues signing in. This time around, they said they went ahead and mitigated the problem and they fixed the sign-in process for the Xbox users. So if you're playing on Xbox, let me know if that sign-in process has been improved or if it's still the same. They also went ahead and improved matchmaking to reduce the chance of matching with AFK players. It seems that this had been a big of an issue. People would be able to join a match and people would be AFK. So now they introduced a brand new system that avoids, AFK players. Basically, what they did is that players that are AFK or are not interacting with the game for more than 2 minutes will be automatically removed from the matchmaking queue. This is actually pretty good because this allows the servers to take a better of an offload, and it allows people to actually match with people who are currently playing the game as opposed to matching and just waiting for someone to actually move and sitting there for a long period of time. In addition to that, they did want to state that if you're interacting with an NPC or configuring your skills or modding your builds, that is technically not considered AFK behavior. So as long as there is interaction with you and the controller or your mouse and keyboard, then you will not be automatically kicked out. You will only get kicked out if you're just sitting there for 2 minutes and doing absolutely nothing. They also went ahead and improved the visibility of the Broodmother's Surge AoE attack, which are the blue flames that come out of her when she tries to melee you. This is something that's really important because I have seen a lot of people actually not be able to figure out exactly when she is going to be doing that AoE attack or where that AoE attack is actually occurring. I think this is actually going to make the survivability when fighting a Broodmother a lot bit better because people would be able to see exactly where this stuff is happening. Next up, they said they fixed the bug, and this was one that was a long time coming. I'm glad it actually finally got fixed. They fixed the bug where Scrap Grenade would stop working after a cinematic or when rejoining a session. I think a lot of people that were playing with Scrap Grenade, even though Scrap Grenade's a really good mod, stopped using it because of this, because every time there would be a cinematic or they would rejoin a session, the Scrap Grenade would stop working. So I think this would make a little bit more interesting, viable builds, especially some that relied heavily on Scrap Grenade. So I'm glad we're able to fix it and now get its full potential when it comes to the game. They also said that they resolved an issue with the Technomancer Borealis set and changed its description to match its new behavior. Now, I do want you guys to keep a close eye on this one because this one actually comes with a little bit of update from what we've previously known. So they said resolved an issue with the Techno Borealis set and changed the description. The new description reads the following: increased damage on frozen enemies by X. Also, critical damage is increased by Y for a party member for a certain amount of time after cold snap is used. That is the old description. Now, the new description says increases weapon damage on frozen enemies by a certain amount of time. Also, critical hit damage is increased by a certain amount for all party members for certain amount of seconds when after using cold snap. So as you guys see, they went ahead and changed the increased damage to increased weapon damage so people can understand exactly what is happening and what is actually getting buffed and what's not getting buffed. Now, they did say that when doing this, they also encountered a problem, and it says important. While we have resolved one problematic aspect of the set, we were recently discovered a second underlying issue that can still cause the full 90% set bonus to stop working when in combat. Unequipping and re-equipping the sets can help temporarily resolve this. We apologize for this confusion and are already working on a resolution for this in the second issue. So they did fix it, but they did encounter an issue that is still preventing the set from actually fully working, but they said it will be fixed very soon. Next up, guys, they fixed a bug that could cause the tricksters hunt the prey to get stuck on activation. So I know a lot of people that were using Hunt the Prey were having this issue. So I'm glad that that bug is finally fixed. So if you are playing a trickster, let me know that Hunt the Prey, stuck from getting stuck is still happening, or if that is completely fixed. Next up, this is mostly for you guys who are Devastators, me personally. Fix the bug where bleed status from the armor mod Bloody Crush would not be inflicted on enemies hit with the Gravity Leap skill. So this is one of the issues that we were having with Gravity Leap, that you would be able to Gravity Leap, but you were not being able to proc that mod. So this has been fixed, and I can't wait to actually test this out and see if this has been fixed totally. Now, for the Devastators, we got another fix which says fixed a bug whereby the Devastator's blood donation class nod wouldn't work if the player did not have other active skill life leech nods or mods available. So this is another one that's really good. This is going to give you a little bit more survivability, especially for you devies out there that are probably struggling or dying. This is going to get based on this bug fix, this should give us Devastators a lot more survivability and make the class even more tankier, because now we're able to use this and maybe deactivate some skill life leech nods if to better our builds or give us a little bit more power. Next up, they said they clarified the description of the Raven Locust mod, so that has been changed from what the previous one was. They fixed a bug whereby dismantling an item might not have displayed the mod preview. So as you guys know, when you dismantle a weapon, you actually get a little icon that pops on the right-hand side of the screen that shows that the mod has been dismantled and you have obtained the mod. It wasn't showing all the time. Now they said it's fixed and it will show every single time. Now, they said they fixed an issue that would cause the insync allocate to not properly unlock for client players. So this one right here, I can't really vouch for because I never had this issue at the current moment. But if you did have this issue, let me know as well. Now, they said they fixed an issue that could cause a player not to get the proper reward if they completed an expedition during the final second of the reward tier. Now, this is pretty interesting because I don't even know if I ever encountered such an issue. To be honest, I never really noticed it. But if you did notice it, guys, let me know if this has been fixed. This is a big one because a lot of people want to see the proper reward, especially if you're completing an expedition. You definitely want to make sure you get that reward as, because you completed it, right? And then they went ahead and said they fixed other bugs that were also happening in crashes that were occurring within the game. Theoretically, I would never get crashes in the game. Recently, I was getting like 2 to 3 crashes. Now I'm glad that's fixed, and hopefully that should be resolved. Now, I know the question you guys are asking is like, yo, Laser, what's up, brother? Is the patch, where's the patch for the buffs, right? I mean, I thought our characters were going to get buffed. Guys, the patch that came out this time around is not the buff patch. We're still waiting for the buff patch. So we're expecting that to probably drop next week. Now, one thing they did do this time around, they rebalanced and changed the Parliamentar's healthy lifestyle mod and changed the description to match his new behavior. Basically, this change should improve survivability while channeling this skill. So the phaser beam boosts your health regeneration for X amount of time for the skill duration. That's what it used to say. Now what it says is the phaser beam boosts your health regeneration by an X amount of seconds after the skill ends. So before we didn't even know that it was only being procced when the skill ends. This one says the first one used to say skill duration. This one says when the skill ends. That should give you a little bit more survivability with that phaser beam. And the phaser beam builds are pretty amazing. If you want to see one in action, check down the link in the description or in the annotation where you can take a look at the phaser beam build. And there you guys have it. That is the patch for this week around. Let me know what you guys think about the patch. Do you guys see the improvement? Did you guys see the fixes that were done to be viable? And are you guys excited for the new patch that's coming where we're going to be getting a bunch of buffs? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.